Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Kalika and you're going to be a master manipulator after watching this video. I also want to mention that I'm working on a new schedule for uploads, so I may not be uploading daily anymore. Instead of uploading Reddit content every day, I'm switching things up a bit to expand and explore. I'm thinking every other day, like Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays and Sundays. I still want to stay in the storytelling realm with wholesome and funny content as well, but I'm also going to be tackling some true crime stories, which I want to take my time with to edit and research. If you have any suggestions on videos you'd like to see, please comment down below. I look forward to reading all of your suggestions. So without further ado, let's get into it. What psychological tricks do you know?
Get people to contribute to an idea and they'll be more likely to accept it. Studies show that it doesn't take that much involvement in the creative process to get people to take possession of a proposed plan.
Great alliteration.
Yes, indubitably.
I know that if you assume a person likes you, you tend to act nicer towards them and like them also. So if you smile and are friendly towards a person, they will assume you like them and be nice to you. One of my favourites.
That sounds like it's intentionally talking about someone that you don't like. If you greet someone cheerfully, it's likely they will do the same after some time. Then interpret that their reaction is due to liking you. So there's a chance they will like you.
Let's say you want to play rock, paper, scissors and win. If, when you ask a person to play, you hold your hand in the shape of scissors and shake it up and down so they see it, the person you're playing will more likely choose rock on the first game because they think you will pick scissors. I have tested this and it works pretty well.
We'll have to try that sometime.
Well, I can't manipulate you if you know the manipulation.
Nod slightly while talking to get someone to agree. Give options instead of telling someone what to do. If someone you like is talking, keep your eyes on their face, but at least once look at their lips. Just long enough to see the shape of the top lip. Then go back to eye contact. If you want to know more about someone, lean forward slightly. If they ask you a question, make your answer connect to what they were talking about.
What does the eye-lip focus enforce for the speaker? I will oddly focus just above their eyes or the bridge of their nose.
It will give their brain the idea that you want to kiss them, even if they don't consciously notice it. Sometimes you can see them look at yours back, or they might suddenly feel the need to bite/lick their lips, or touch their face. The funniest one is if you look at the hairline for too long and look slightly worried, then go back to eye contact, that can make them self-conscious. See, I don't care about my hair, so you can stop looking at it.
If you suspect someone of being suicidal, ask them if they're going to kill themselves bluntly. Not if they're going to hurt themselves, harm themselves, thinking of doing something stupid or any other bull. Use the words kill themselves or commit suicide. It isn't a hurting thing for them, it's an ending suffering. It won't hurt, it will be a relief. You'll get a more truthful answer. If you get a yes or silence or avoidance, you need to act quickly. That person is in crisis mode. I know when I had issues the first time, the drill sergeant asked if I was thinking of killing myself or anyone else. I couldn't admit it to myself. I told her not anyone else and left it at that. She took me to the ER immediately and I got the help I needed. A lack of an answer should always be treated as affirmative until proven otherwise.
Not really a trick you should use on other people, just one to watch out for. Backwards questions. When someone tells you the answer they want to hear, then ask the question. You don't like her, do you? You're not wearing that to dinner, are you? You passed the test, didn't you? It's not really a good thing, because if you disagree with their statement, you either have to lie or disappoint them. Usually the person doing it doesn't even realize what they're doing, or how manipulative it is.
You're making dinner tonight, aren't you?
Yes. But that's because I am.
Yeah, I know.
There's a difference.
If you want someone to confess to something, accuse them of something much worse. They'll admit to the minor transgression to avoid the major one. Supposedly, it's an ancient Roman method of interrogation. Say a woman suspects her husband of going out bowling instead of working late like he says he is. She accuses him of having an affair, and he insists that he's just bowling, not cheating on her.
My party trick. Tell someone you want to play Invisible Go Fish. Mime dealing out cards to both players. Hold your hands up to imitate a hand of cards and get them to do the same. Ask if they have any eights. Respond accordingly. Then let them take a turn. Take 2 or 3 turns back and forth. Make sure you sometimes tell them to go fish and sometimes you mime handing them a card. After a few rounds, on your turn you say, "Do you have any?" and try to peek at their non-existent hand of cards. They will try to hide it. Then you can say, "What are you hiding? The cards aren't real." Laughter ensues.
I can see you doing that.
That's like instinctive reaction though.
Yeah, you look good. Don't look at my stuff.
You're just looking at my invisible cards that you can't see that I don't even know what I have.
Yeah, don't cheat. When people are angry and things are escalating, anyone can tell you that the worst thing to say is, "You need to calm down." It instantly sets people off. But if you say, "Let's all settle down here," it's no longer an accusation. You're suddenly all in it together. I use this on angry drunk people all the time and it works like a charm.
You do. That's a thing you quite commonly hear though.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, we've all had too much to drink. It's almost like sharing the blame on it.
Yeah, we're all in this together.
Making someone talk with their eyes. Whenever a person seems to be hiding something while talking to you, don't ask them again and again. Just look in their eyes. The prolonged eye contact will make them feel too uncomfortable and guilty to lie to you, and they'll tell you the truth.
A common tactic used in police interrogations is to make the suspect look them in the eye and also make them tell the story in reverse chronological order. This greatly increases the cognitive load on the suspect and makes it harder to lie.
When you first meet someone, try to notice their eye colour.
Ask someone to do a small task for you, they'll be more inclined to do a larger one.
When you see a friend, always seem really happy or excited to see them.
Have a warm hand when you first meet someone.
The key to confidence is assuming everyone likes you.
Stress and courage hormones are exactly the same, so if you feel stressed, do something brave.
People are extraordinarily aware of their sense of touch. If they touch you, they know they have.
Being charming is just listening.
We judge others by their actions, but ourselves by our intentions.
Don't insult people. Just tell them how you wish they behave.
Tell someone, I need your help, and they will feel compelled to help you.
Think of a non-confrontational way to address a problem.
If you think someone doesn't want to do something, offer them 2 options where they have to end up doing what you want.
Say, what questions do you have, as opposed to, does anyone have any questions?
If you don't want someone to behave in a certain way, make up a fake story of someone behaving that way and say how embarrassing it was.
Say right in a deep and forthright tone at the end of sentences.
Ask someone to do you a small favour. It will trick their brain into assuming they must like you.
Switch between eyes when talking to people and it makes your eyes sparkle.
Compliment people behind their back.
Silence is the best bargaining tool.
Repeat certain phrases that someone uses.
Give people your best 5 minutes. It's a good mindset to have when engaging in short conversation.
A lot of these seem very manipulative.
A lot of them seem manipulative and then a lot of them seem ridiculous, like saying right in a deep and forthright tone, like, can you do this for me? Right.
Right.
Right. Like, that's not going to work.
No, I think it's that kind of, right.
Or switching between eyes when talking to people is going to make you look like a nutter.
Yeah, it's going to make you, that you just literally can't focus.
Yeah.
But like, what questions you have as opposed to, does anyone have any questions?
That's fine.
I did that a lot. I'm a teacher, and it's exam season. I read something a few years ago that said that physiologically speaking, nerves and excitement are the same thing. So if you're feeling nervous, you should reframe it as excitement and you'll feel much more positive about the situation. This advice got me my current job.
I've actually experienced that exact same thing where I've read this before and I was going into an interview and I was like, no, I'm just excited for this. And then I completely bombed.
So just complete opposite.
It didn't work. I think I work better under stress than excitement. Say your significant other gets a phone call and you're curious what it was about, but don't want to seem nosy or overbearing by asking who it was or whatnot. Ask, is everything okay, after they hang up, and 9 times out of 10 they'll say, yeah, it was just so-and-so calling about whatever.
I accidentally did this with my doctor. He took a call and then hung up and just kind of looked at me. I was like, is everything okay? And he told me what it was about.
That seems very manipulative.
Yeah, that's a bit dodge.
Why can't you, if you're with your SO, significant other, just say, who was that?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the boundaries of the relationship. Like, if you're only just dating someone and just got a phone
then
call,
it seems weird.
Then you're like, oh, who's that calling you? Huh? Is that another boy calling you? Huh? Is that how it is?
Is that another suitor?
Is that another milady? Mostly manipulative ones that I use to negotiate for more money at work. Like when negotiating salary when you're being offered a new job. Start by mentioning a large number so that your actual ask sounds more reasonable. Like, hey, it's not like I'm asking for 100 grand here. I just want something fair to both of us. By throwing out the 100,000 figure, it sets a standard mentally to them, then that makes your 60k or whatever sound more reasonable. Of course, whatever your number you throw, it has to be in the realm of the job you're going after, obviously. I did this before.
I think that would work.
Only it backfired.
When I'm mad at a stranger, for example a bad driver, I pretend there's someone I actually like and they just got terrible news and so they're driving distracted. Then I don't feel angry. I feel compassionate and understanding. After all, the anger I drive off with would otherwise only end up ruining my afternoon and no one else's. So I'm really doing myself a favour by calming down.
If you do something for someone as a favour and they say thanks at the end, don't say you're welcome or no problems. Instead say you do the same for me. Immediately they'll feel indebted to you while simultaneously only being able to agree with you unless they want to appear like an a-hole.
When you run into a person who likes to argue and has to be right all the time, you know people like this. Just start agreeing with them about everything. Literally everything. It's really hard to argue with someone who agrees with you. They end up repeating the same things over and over again because they don't have a counter argument from you. I used to do this to my mum all the time. You didn't take out the trash this morning. Why did you ignore me?
You're right about that. I failed big time.
I told you to take it out this morning.
That's true.
I told you to take it out.
Yep.
You're the worst.
I am. Good call on that one.
After a few days, my mum stopped yelling and arguing completely, and we all lived in peace. And everybody clapped.
When someone is being mean to you and they've done it for a while, ask them in a serious tone, "Why do you hate me?" I've done this to 2 people, and both times it made them completely change around me. They either denied it and then were never mean to me again, or they tried to come up with an explanation but couldn't. Both times it made them stay away from me, and I haven't talked to them since. No, I haven't been bullied, but they were just the type of toxic person everyone needs to stay away from. I don't know why it works, but I think it probably scares people into thinking they'll be reported for bullying. Yes, it only worked on 2 people, but I know it would make me viciously uncomfortable if someone said it to me.
I think it's just a case of calling people out. Like, people don't like to be called out on their behaviours. Okay, so that's all for r/Askreddit. I really hope you did enjoy it. As always, if you do want to see more content like this, then please do subscribe. My Twitter, Discord, and Patreon links are in the description, and any support is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for watching.
Bye!